Slashing Cast.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Don't you blame the movies! Movies don't create psychos! Movies make psychos more creative!
Slasher Cast podcast, where we talk horror, nothing but horror. Brought to you by the Slasher Cast podcast network and our YouTube channel, Slasher Media. I am one of your hosts, Mori, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Slasher.
Everybody.
And today we're actually going to be going over the lovely sequel to one of my favorite comedy, dark horror comedies, if you will, Ready or Not, called Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. But first, we're going to be playing a new game. New to me, I guess, game that Slasher's
done
been
this before.
preparing. Have I?
Yeah, it's the one where I have to get rid of the boxes.
Oh, okay. So, new to this year.
Yeah, this is the first time we've done it. This is the second time we've done it.
With the first
Obviously, remember how it works. You have to get the movie and the scene.
Movie and the scene. Sounds good to me.
You get a point for each. And obviously, when you lose is when you have to have the last box revealed. So, are you ready?
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. And your first box to be revealed is... There you go.
All right, let me make this larger. Okay. Let's see here. I think there's a lot just in this image here, especially like the warm tones. All right. That little shininess right there at the bottom, I can't tell if that is meant to be something really special, like... I'll take another box.
Another box.
Oh, yeah. All right, fireplace. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Fireplace. It looks almost like the fire spilling out. Or no, because that line looks a little too clean right there. That looks to be what? Like the thing that holds it right there. Okay, another box. Okay. Another box.
I haven't made this easy, by the way. I have not made this easy.
I can tell. All right, so yeah, so fire's not spilling out, so it's nice, interesting. It's an interesting little design for that. It's a really pretty room. Very warm, and it's lighting. Obviously, it's because there's a literal fire in the fireplace. See, the decor and everything like this doesn't really give too much away. That looks like an older suitcase. And what other kinds of questions will I ask besides revealing the boxes? Remind me.
You can ask like hints and stuff, but like nothing too specific.
Okay, so when I ask if this is like a slasher genre.
Yeah, you can ask stuff like that, yeah. Is that what you're asking me?
Correct.
No, it's not.
Is it a supernatural movie?
Yes.
I had a feeling. Okay, so it is a supernatural movie. Because I don't know, this room just gives me like the spooky vibes. And I just can't quite place it, but it gives almost... Yeah, we'll take another box. I'm just gonna say, the hell are those boots?
It's basically just done the equivalent of what are those?
Yeah, it's just that's an interesting outfit that you got there, bud. All right, another box, please.
I think this one might give it away.
The look. All right, so this is and yeah, maybe gives it away. I'm weaker on my supernatural, especially for this series. So if I remember correctly, she is based on, or rather, is this is it Insidious? Not Insidious. Is it
How do you not know what this is?
Is it Insidious? One of the
No.
Insidious movies?
No.
Is it in that franchise of like
No.
Annabelle,
No.
Insidious? That no.
No.
She's staring. I can't really tell the. She kind of gives me the vibes of that lady who plays the Exorcist lady.
You want another box?
Yes, please.
This last box will give it away. This is the last box.
Big bright light. Shoot, I should know this. In all honesty,
You should know this because we've talked. I will give you a hint. We have talked about this movie many times. Not as a main topic, but we have had it be a part of stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here. So big light. All right. So, man, I'm blanking so hard. I'm just kind of like trying to BS my way through this. This house looks so familiar, though. I am fairly certain my brain knows what this is. I just have to remember what this is. Is Nick Cage in this movie?
No.
Okay. Gotta love Nick Cage. I'm gonna give you this one. Final box.
You're gonna hurt yourself when you're gonna hate yourself when you realize what it is.
Yeah. I like how somehow that didn't help me. In all honesty,
Hereditary.
The entire time from the fireplace, I was like, it's Hereditary. Because, we love Hereditary, and, the last time we played this game, you had the scene on the road. You know, like when we had like the backdrop.
Yep.
Yeah, and I saw the outfit, I'm like, this kind of cool, like, could it be Hereditary? And then I just dialed in more on the Insidious stuff.
Alright. I read it. I was about to say what you started saying Insidious and Conjuring films, and I was like, you're not far off.
Yeah, I doubt too much into the
first box
the
for
lady.
the second one.
Oh, okay. This gives me like 90s vibes from the set piece. Those rocks.
It is an older movie.
Yeah. Is it Leprechaun?
No.
I just want to run around there. Another box, please. Damn, okay, there's a lot of boxes that's not there. Or they split up more in the middle.
It's what's in this area that give it away, so I've tried to not to put boxes in too much.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Is this in the slasher genre?
Yes.
Is this in the Friday the 13th franchise?
No.
Okay. It's definitely not Scream. Just did you just so Scream 1.
I was not gonna let you pass it then and be like later on oh, it's Scream. It is Scream. I'll give you because she said it. And it is Scream 1.
So it is Scream 1, and this is the scene where Sydney discovers the crashed car.
No. And
it's not that scene. Okay.
It's not Sydney doesn't discover a crashed
It's
car.
Gail who discovers it.
It's Gail and Dewey who finds it, and it's not crashed. It's parked.
Fair. Okay.
I'll give you another box.
Yeah, because that part's the reveal of essentially like, oh, her dad isn't out of town.
I'll give you another box as well, because that one doesn't help. Neither does that one, actually.
You're fine. Well, because really, I mean, the options come down. So, because really, the first Scream is the only one that even has like any type of real wilderness kind of stuff, right?
Right, I'll give you one more
the-
box for free.
Okay.
You got the movie right,
all
so you
right.
do have 1 point.
Yeah. So now I'm just working through the various
You have
outdoor
0
scenes.
points for the first image. And you have 1 point for the movie.
Yeah, because essentially, there's that scene where they're out there. Then there's the very opening scene of the movie when it's kind of like the outside, but I don't know why I was imagining I'm more of like a manicured lawn for that. So
It depends,
I'm gonna.
because... Yeah, go on. You want
It
another
depends on
box?
what.
You want another box?
No, not yet.
Well, the opening scene, there is a lawn, but some of it isn't, taken care of. Really.
That's fair. I guess that's where my memory's failing me because I remember when she's looking outside towards like the pool kind of thing, like about her boyfriend, because he's in the chair, and then when she's outside, I remember like the swinging the tree swing, which is what I think is like this is where she's hung up kind of thing, right? Or because they only find
You
they
got it
find
right.
her. Yeah,
It's where she's hung up.
yeah.
So that's 2 points for the second image.
I like I was just working through it, but yeah. So I guess it does look more like a Californian style like backdrop in a sense, but
Right, you ready?
yeah.
First.
Yes. Yep. All right. Next one.
Guys, he fucking hates me for this.
Ooh. Okay, there's a bit more. I like that. Another one. The Shining.
No.
Damn. You get the reasoning though. So as soon as I see
I
like
get the
chandeliers
reasoning,
like that, I'm like, yes, this gives me some old school fancy building vibes. Is this a supernatural film?
Half and half.
Half and half. Okay.
I'd say it has supernatural in it, but it's not complete supernatural.
Gotcha. Okay. Another box. That looks like a kind of like a library. That's an interesting choice of lighting for the library, though, because I believe there's shelves over there. Ba 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 ba. Are vampires in this movie?
No.
Okay. That's a little too weighted if there's a vampire in it between supernatural and that. I agree. In the box. I want to make sure it wasn't like, Abigail, All right, so it reflects on either side of the room, right? You see the back corner in there. Kind of an older feel, half and half supernatural. Another box. Damn it, it just kind of shows. So I want to say it's a library. Am I correct in that? At least it's a library that I'm looking at.
Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
Because it's kind of a weird library, right? Because just all the glass panes, but then the books behind the glass on these shelves with the lighting. Shoot, what movies? Is the other kind of half another slasher film, or is this more of a like thriller? Is this the first Ready or Not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right, so we know that's the wedding dress. That's Samara Weaving's character. That's Grace, standing there, but I have to remember what she's doing in this specific scene. The library is where it started, right? That's where they started their game. They were sitting there because this isn't really the library. This is like their ante room kind of thing, right? Or not? Damn.
And you did get it right. It's the scene where she's walking through the house.
Gotcha. So it is more the beginning is so this is when she's still being shown around the house. This is before the game starts, right?
I believe so, yeah. Right, next one.
All right, next box. Okay, let's see. So that's an older fashioned. Well, one, I love these kind of forests, but the random, tufts of the shrubbery is always entertaining. That looks like it's a truck in the background or a vehicle, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right there is like the blue. It's like a blue. There's like maybe the bed of the truck right there. And then maybe that's like the little wheel. Another box. One more box. Damn it. Of course you had that. Of course you had a little sliver. You tease. All right. Let's see here. So it's a little dinky old cabin in the woods. But this arrangement, this is not in the Evil Dead franchise.
It is.
It is? Okay.
I'll give you that. It is. You got the movie right.
It's the original Evil Dead.
Nope. Oh, no, you haven't got
It
the movie
is.
right. You got the franchise right. You haven't got the specific.
Oh, franchise right. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. So this is the Evil Dead. Is it 2014, right?
2013.
2013. It's the Evil Dead 2013?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
The movie.
Yes. So this is like a morning time, it looks like, the way the sun's kind of hitting the scene and stuff, which makes me want to think. I'm trying to remember if there's, because I mean, the rest of the place is going to look devastated, and I really feel like after some of the events, it really looked more devastated. Is this kind of like the morning after?
No.
So it's not the morning after. So this is basically them after they just got here.
Yep.
So it's happening behind these
Okay.
red boxes. So obviously it's the cabin.
I'll give
There's
you another
structure brought
box.
stuff in on. Fair. So damn, because this is the beginning of the movie, basically.
It's not the very beginning, but it's before everything starts happening.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to think of what's going on in the scene that actually makes it set up. Like,
You want to give you the next box?
how many boxes do I have left?
2.
2. Yeah, I'll take the next box.
Something is happening near this car.
And that's what I can't remember. I kept hoping that it would click because they're clearly not just standing around chatting with each other. You win this one.
It's when Mia and her brother sat down talking.
Oh yeah, see, because I'm terrible at little moments like these sometimes in movies, and I'm just like, damn it.
Right. You got 1 point for that.
Yeah,
Next.
that forest is very
And
Evil
the
Dead-y.
first box.
Okay, next box. Next box. Yeah, I knew it. All right, big metal door. Is this Alien?
Yes.
The first Alien.
No.
All right, so It's the only downside is they all can kind of samesies. Is this Alien 3?
No,
Okay. So it's Aliens.
no.
Shit, okay. That makes me feel better about it though, since the environmental design is a bit older on those. And so when we say alien, you're not that doesn't work. That statement doesn't work. Is it the TV show?
No.
Okay. Did we get confirmed fully that there is a season 2 being worked on?
Yeah, it's being
Okay.
filmed. I think it's filming. I don't know, but yeah, there it is confirmed.
Perfect. So I'm thinking this is more in line with the Prometheus Covenant.
No,
So it is Alien 4. Alien Resurrection.
no.
Okay. All right. So clearly my brain is skipping an Alien movie.
You are skipping an alien movie and a very recent one. Well,
That I am.
what
That I
alien
am.
movie came out not long ago?
All right. This is how you can tell I'm still not fully awake yet because the name of the newest Alien movie. I like the movie. I like the fact that, the
Begins with an
newborn
R.
with his that surprisingly didn't help me actually. Requiem. Romulus. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like how my brain's just like Requiem. I watched over the week the Daredevil Born Again, and one of the episodes' name was Requiem, and I was so annoyed that wasn't the season finale because I'm like, Requiem's like a good closer for things. Come on. So this scene is. I had like a whole different scene ready, and then I realized you took the other box away, and I see shoes. That throws it off. So obviously they're kind of like crouched, slouched, curled up against a bulkhead. I don't think this is the android, whose name actually completely eludes me. This is after the facehugger scene.
I'm gonna give
Another
you 2
box.
boxes for free.
Hell yeah. God, I hate the fact that this image actually just gives me vibes of the room in Alien Earth on the ship whenever the dude's in there and he's like sealing things
I
off,
can
preparing
give
the
you
ship so
this
he can like
next
go underneath.
box, and you might get it.
All right, so they're sitting together. But why are they sitting together?
You're right though. It's not the android. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It is the main character. The
Yeah.
main character other than the android sat with someone else.
She sat with the girl who gives birth.
No.
I'm bad with their names.
No.
No, okay.
The
It's with the
girl
guy
who gives
then.
birth is on the ship, I think, at this point.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. You get this one as well because I want to say it's post the face huggers. Yes, that's the guy I was thinking
It's
of.
the scene where they've locked the facehuggers behind this door and they're just sat.
So it is directly after as they're sitting there.
I believe anyway. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, I think
Okay,
it's
so
them being here, and I think the android at this point is trying to get the door open.
yeah, you found my weakness by the way. It's the dialogue like in between scenes like this.
I don't get why people forget about these scenes. Right, you got the movie right.
Yeah, I think it's because like I seem to focus on I'm like a big picture as things tied together kind of person. So the minute like the in between scenes are bad. Okay, next image. Next image. Next image. Now we're getting somewhere. Next image. Because I would say, like, oh yeah, this water instantly familiar. The issue is the water could be a lot of places. Now, this is not it.
No.
Okay, because the water just seems too murky
I
for it
think
to
if
have
I
been
gave you the
a
next
creek and deer.
box, it might give it away.
Yeah, next box. Somehow, that didn't give it away. Okay. So the meat and potatoes of the scene is right there on the right half or on the right quadrant. I'm assuming the next box you would reveal is the left side. Or there'd be that little tiny sliver there at the top, but that tiny sliver's there for a reason. Yeah, I knew it. That's the reason. Okay, so
it's, I believe, this and this part, I think, or
yeah, so this water, this is familiar. Bob, does this take place in America?
yes,
Okay, is this a slasher film?
yes,
Is this in Friday the 13th?
yes.
Okay, so is this part of the reboot kind of remake one, or is this an older one?
This is the remake.
This is the remake.
The
Okay.
2009 remake. So that's 1 point.
So where we're at in this moment. See, so the biggest thing in that movie that pops up are two scenes that involve the water, and I know it's not the first one I'm thinking of, which is when she's when the person's on the boat speeding around, and then basically thump.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Is it like a thump? It's a thump. One of them dies, and the other one gets run over. Right, like they get taken out by the actual engine. Or am I making up the engine part?
No, no, neither of them get taken out by an engine.
Okay, so it is really just the
guy
arrows.
The guy gets hit with an arrow.
Yeah.
And the girl
that's
gets
on
hit
a
by
more
a boat.
open part of the lake. Gets hit by the boat, but not the motor of the boat.
She gets hit, and then that's why she's in the water.
And this is after that scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely bad at remembering the. My memory is of a much more open lake with it. So she's in the water on the right,
Yeah.
and Jason's on the left on the shoreline.
Correct.
That moment when she's like, "Oh," he looks so fucking dorky in this. By the way, I'm tempted to pick Dead by Daylight back up properly because of Jason.
Nah. The thing is, I like what they've done good because they are making Jason their own version of him instead of going. So they've got past copyright by basically just calling him Jason, but also giving him his own backstory.
Yeah, not only that too, I love the fact that they work the Unknown into his story where the Unknown and him have basically been fighting, and he literally uses his mom's voice on him, and I'm just like, that is actually like god tier rage bait. Honestly, like that's a good way to get to piss Jason off. All right, next box. Is that the back of somebody? Because that little bit of light right there on the sleeve, I think it just is the oddest. All right, next box. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see. So that's a nice older style sleeve. But I can't tell if that is a candlelight or an actual electrical light there on that table, that side.
I'll give you a hint. They're dressed.
Okay.
This guy is dressed up in a costume.
Ah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, next box. That's a window. He's in a costume. And she's in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh. Let's see. So window, costume. Next box. This one's giving me a bit more trouble. Uh, Next box. Next box. This one's just not clicking.
You've got one more after this.
So one more box now.
Yep.
Okay. Let me like reorient you a bit better here. I think the light's also starting to come through a bit more from behind me. That's a chair on the other side of what looks to be a bed. That looks like it's a person, an apparition, or someone standing right there against the window. On the inside, though, right? Is that the inside or outside of the window? Outside the window. Outside the window. I see it now, right? The line there. So, guy in costume. That must be like a electrical light there. Is this the second floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks the trees and stuff kind of thing looks high up. So they're just kind of right outside this window, staring at him, and he's staring back. It's like the beginning of a love story, you know? Haha. Is this one we've covered in the podcast before?
No, we haven't covered it, but we have talked about. We have mentioned the franchise it's from.
Okay, franchise. Okay. Is this a slasher film?
Yes.
How many movies are in the franchise?
13? 13, I believe. Give me a shot. 13.
What other franchise besides Friday the 13th has that many movies in the franchise? And they're all movies, not like TV show.
Yeah, all movies.
Okay, is this in the city? No, because we said slash, not that.
Yeah, there are 13 movies.
The hell? What slasher has that many movies and it's not Friday the 13th? Clearly, I have to know what this is. Like, it has to be like around the tip. The only other one I can think of is Texas Chainsaw.
Nope.
Yeah, because it just doesn't match the
I'll
the
give you a
film
hint.
style.
I'll give you a hint. He's holding a knife.
Thank you. Oh, see, that's why I always miss it. Because so my brain always loves to think that is this Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah, because let's say because like basically I always forget that there's a whole bunch of the Halloween movies purely because I know the canon they made is
There's only 13.
Halloween kills,
There's
Halloween
only 13
ends.
now because of the new trilogy.
Yeah. So my brain tends to. So this is in the. Is this in the canon timeline?
The new canon timeline.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, so when I say canon, that's what I mean. It's just like straight up, like this is where it is right now. So this would be. He's sat at the window. Dude's in the costume. This guy seems really slender, like much more slender though. So it doesn't give me the same vibe of. You remember the dude who got a little like nice guy on the daughter, and
Got
ends
him.
up, impaled on the fence post. Oh, I
Mhm.
love that death. It's not that. So he's standing there. That's is that Corey?
Nope.
No, okay,
Corey is not in this movie.
gotcha. So yeah, it's not Halloween. Okay, so it's Halloween. Halloween Kills. I'm gonna say it's Halloween Kills.
Yep. You got the You got the movie.
Uh, I can't remember if he's Little John or Big John.
I think this guy is Little John. No, Big John.
Big John. So they're in the old house. He is upstairs. He had just entered the bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember if he had the
obvious.
candy in his hands, like if he was getting candy and everything, or what he was doing in the room, though. But it's before he dies, and then his partner comes up.
Right.
I was like going through all the mental images of guys wearing that outfit. And I was like, because I love that couple. That was such an adorable couple. I loved them, and that's how I knew they were going to die. Next box. Next box. Takes his chainsaw.
No.
Damn. Okay, I was hoping. Next box. So that's definitely water right there. Is that water all over up to the building as well? Or is that like a street? I guess the light is hard for me to
I
tell.
think it's. I think this is like a riverbed next to this building.
Okay, next box. That is an electrical light, like a light above that door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just when I was getting this image for some reason it was really blurry. This.
Oh, that's okay.
And that's a reflection of two people.
Yeah. So, is there a boat right there? Next box. It's a really pretty. Centers the houses. The fire's like there. That would be. It starts with an R. I wanted it. Remick.
Remick.
Remick. That's Remick burning as the sun's rising. Yeah. Is that I loved that door. Like when they just take the tumble. Like that. I love that scene.
Okay.
I love
Next one.
centers. Lucas, stop patting the window, man. Stop it. It's a stray cat outside. He always thumps the
I
window.
love Sinners. Sinners was great.
So fantastic. Next box. Next box. Next box. This is why we're soulmates.
No.
Yeah, see, I get at you with the flirtation. You get at me with this. Next box. I deserve that. Next box. Somehow that part did not help me at all in what I was working
You
through.
want another box?
Yeah, I'll take another box.
You're 2 more now.
how are she both familiar and not familiar? So she's chained up.
Yep.
But the movies that come to mind when I think of someone chained up, they're not wearing an outfit like that.
This is
So the
a
question
newer movie
new movie, okay.
in a franchise. It's newer in a franchise.
Yeah, so Slasher?
No, and yes. No. I don't know if you'd count it. I don't know if you'd count it as a slasher.
It's supernatural elements.
No.
So it's more like a thriller.
You're on the next box.
Yeah, I'll
got
take
one
the
more
next
after this.
box.
I swear to God, if that doesn't give it away.
So that's obviously Billy.
Okay, you got the
Shoot.
franchise.
So this is so it's Saul. Is this Spiral?
No. Billy's not in
Okay,
Spiral.
because I have not watched Spiral and I've not watched the one that came out right after that.
You
I
fucking,
recently
it is Saw X.
So this is like so basically, my girlfriend and I, she went through and she binge watched like all of the Saw movies up to like we did not watch Spiral. Like basically right there's where it ended at.
You need to watch this one.
That's why I was
though.
like,
You can skip Spiral because it doesn't really matter. You have to watch this one though.
okay, so this is insert protagonist name here. Talking to Billy the Puppet.
She's not the main protagonist, but yeah, she's
Okay.
she's one of the contestants, yeah. But
You did catch it's partially why I called Billy, right?
yeah, I'll give you the movie because you did get that, but you just didn't get the scene.
Sounds good. Yeah, that makes so much sense. I was like, this seems so familiar, but that woman throws it off completely.
Right.
That's an elbow. Watch out, man! I can see a weenus. Next
You might
box.
you might not want to say that when you realize what this character is.
Next box. Aha! This is it. This is I always forget the name of the boy. He's the hypochondriac who freaks out, and it's when he's staring at the old house.
Yep.
He's basically about to see the balloon or the leper.
I believe it's the leper.
Because then he gets like vomited on.
Right, that's all of them. So you got
Hell yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points.
I always love how this house gives me like. You remember that old animated movie called like Monster House?
Oh, Monster House, yeah.
That's what this house always gives me vibes of when I see it.
Yeah,
Like it's like the
I like
house
Monster
to start
House.
waking up and trying to devour people.
I like Monster House. It's a real good film.
Very good, like excellent. I did well.
Right.
I'm proud.
Main topic.
Ready or not, here I come.
We obviously haven't got anything to read from because we're just gonna talk about it in general. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna talk about Ready or Not 2. That came out, was it last month?
It was last month.
And now it's on
I think it was
VOD.
last month. Yeah, so I watched it for the second time last night before going to bed. That way I was nice and refreshed and everything for it. It's a good film. It's really good. I actually really should have watched the first movie and then followed up immediately with the second one on my second watching.
That's what I did.
Yeah, so first of all, a little brief like synopsis for you guys about the movie and everything. Is obviously it's like a direct sequel, as in within the same
it takes
week of
it
the first movie.
takes a day. Is it like she's in the hospital? Obviously,
I'd say
we
at
are
least
going to
a
get
few
into
days, but
spoilers,
still in a
guys.
week.
Obviously, we are going to get into spoilers here. So, spoiler warning.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's in the hospital. She's in the hospital
Her hand
The-
is still not healed up all the
the
way.
morning
It has the
after
gauze on it.
everything that's happened. This is the
Right,
morning
yes,
after
it's the morning
still.
after.
So she's been
Yeah.
arrested. She's been arrested. She's also in hospital, and then her sister shows up. And she, her sister shows up, and they end up attacked by this guy who obviously broke the rules of the game, so he died. So he does explode. Which, when we watched
Yeah,
the
which
trailer, you were confused.
right, yeah. Yeah, because I was confused because I was like, wait, what do you mean, like the game, like this whole thing, how this functions? But that makes sense. Dude was very coked up,
Also, most of
and it
this
was like,
movie
here's
is
my chance.
daytime.
Yeah,
It's different because in the first movie, the rules was that they had to play the game until, was it like morning?
yeah, and so then, so I will say the writing of this feels like they made enough money on the first one, they needed to pull out a second one while the hype was still up. So I will say it gives vibes of not completely thought through. In terms of the way the rules of the game and things kind of move around and work, I feel like that's kind of weak. And they didn't originally design the first movie with the second one in mind.
No.
I don't think they planned for a sequel. It's just it got greenlit, if not pushed, because of how well it did. Which I'm fine with. I love the movie. It's great. From my brain point of view, I am left with more questions about the rules of the game and like how it works. Because so first of all, it's revealed that essentially the Illuminati, right, are the great houses who all have pacts with LaBelle, Mr. LaBelle. So my only real issue with that per se is it doesn't really go into how the other families make their money. I'd assume the Italian family. I could be wrong if they're not Italian. For some reason, my brain kept thinking that they're like Italian arms dealers, but they could also in Spanish.
Well, I know.
Oh,
The
were they Colombian actually?
I know the main two, the siblings, the brother and sister. I know those two.
They own like the
Um,
casino and all that stuff, right? The Danforths.
the downfalls. Their thing comes from the obviously that. I just don't understand
They're
why
like
they killed
super.
the dad.
It's because if I recall correctly, it's the idea that if they did not, the dad had to be the competitor because he was the senior. It was his way of one giving up control to his kids, and two, the fact that he's just a little too old.
Yeah.
If
Uh,
not, him not wanting to see somebody else, take it, take
Yeah.
the
And
the
then
high chair.
there can't be a third movie anyway because the ending of this kind of really stops another one being made in a way.
Yes and no. It depends because clearly, he's still around, right? LaBelle's still around. And he's gonna have to rebuild his congregation because the lawyer's still around, and the lawyer's job is literally gonna be that. And the lawyer with his little smile and things like that. First of all, Elijah Wood, I love him.
Elijah Wood was hilarious in this film.
Honestly, my third favorite character. Well, in all honesty, I think I liked him, and I liked the brother whose name eludes me. Remember the Middle Eastern
Yeah.
group, right? I loved the brother, not the one who wore the mask and got cooked.
Oh,
I love the other one.
You're on about the one who's just constantly on his phone.
No, the one on the phone was the kid. That was the Japanese
Oh,
guy.
wait, the one who didn't want to.
He abdicated to his wife, who just
Yeah.
fucking just left.
But because
So
because she left, all of his assets and shit were all like just fucking gone. So he wasn't really rich or
yeah, and I
anything
assume that
anymore.
when things Yeah, and I assume what happened then is that she's dead too, probably, because she was the head of the house and he was displeased. But that's what felt really sloppily written, right? So if he had no power, he was no longer part of it, then there wasn't really a reason for him to have been killed there at the end. Because like I think it was more like a shock factor. Like, gotcha, they're covered in blood again. I in all honesty, granted, yes, he's kind of a coward. He did give up his full kind of stuff. He was a bite. You know what I mean? Like that part didn't make sense because he did not participate in the grab for the ring. He did
No.
not do that. He stayed off. I don't think he should have died. I actually liked him. I will say when he has a little Sunday, she comes with a shotgun. And he's like, no, 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 I'm an innocent bystander. I'm just like, is she about to just ice him right there? Like, I liked him. I
think
really
what's
did.
funny isn't she technically a fugitive?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, she never really made that as part of like the thing of like, hey, yeah, when I leave here, you got to clean this up for me. She didn't do that, so she's basically and if anyone stumbles on them, they're covered in blood. They have a fucking katana, and they have a goat.
It's like, I was like, surely there's surely at this point in the thing that they're definitely going to prison, or somehow the police find out that it wasn't her or something.
Yeah, I kept thinking that the gotcha at the end with the wedding kind of thing was actually that she didn't sign her name, Le Dumas, and that, because she didn't sign her full legal name, that it wasn't actually legally written, that he was just gonna blow up in her face, and then she grabbed the pen.
Wait,
I literally thought it.
Did she write?
She signed her last name. She signed her maiden name.
Oh.
McAfee or McCafferty or whatever. She signed that. She didn't sign Le Dumas as well. Because the way he called her out was like hyphenated. Her old name and Le Dumas together. I did like, however, I love the imagery of her doing that, knocking him in there as like the sacrifice to
I
LaBelle,
kind of like
and then toss the coin or the ring.
I was like, I'm so glad that she stabbed the brother after she married him, and then took the power, and then the whole thing was that she just decided to throw the ring into that pit.
Yeah, because one can argue that technically she was still involved, and because she did that, technically she probably should have died too. But I think the idea is LaBelle made either LaBelle made accepted because he does like her, he absolutely enjoys her,
or because she advocated her place.
Yeah, because she did like a kind of loophole, doing that almost contractually, removing herself from it.
Yeah, so that's why she didn't die, because she removed herself from the equation.
Which then, I guess that's where you can technically say the guy died rightfully so, because still, even though he wasn't the head of the house and everything, that didn't mean he was out of power or out of the house.
He was still in the house, he just didn't have control over it, but she actually advocated away from everything.
Yeah, so I guess that works. And then so his death was really also like comedic timing by good old Bale. So I love the movie. It's really great. Some funny like the fucking arms dealers who literally none of them understood their weapons except for the little boy with the two machine pistols. Right?
Yeah, the guy with the sniper, he was just like missing every fucking shot.
That has to be like one of the hardest lines of the entire film was, I don't even fucking know who you are. Or sorry, I don't even know who you fucking are. To the girl after she was like doing all that shit. And then but when she shows up with the fucking bazooka, right? And she's just all pissed, and it's like, oh shit, and then fires behind her.
Oh yeah, she's got it the wrong way fucking round. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And she was a good addition because it's like just so hung up on her.
The only thing that annoys me is that woman who was really trying to help them.
Well, yes and no.
She was trying to she wasn't trying to help, but she was just trying to tell her a loophole.
Yeah, and I get it. Honestly, I think that was the best case scenario, knowing like from the beginning what we knew. Because let's face it, that kid was kind of a dumbass, but I mean, he seemed genuinely like, like he didn't seem to care what was going on. He was eating his snacks, playing his video game, right?
Yeah,
like
he did not care.
He's like, wait, why is everyone looking at Matt?
I like that scene where everybody's dead and everybody's looking over at him, and there's like, why are you all looking at me? And then boom.
Yeah, I like that's why I love Elijah Wood's character. Like I'm just gonna call him the lawyer because quite literally he just gets the book and then hides on the podium, just
Yeah,
just gone.
everybody's in the pit and he just walks backwards.
You know, he had fun with the movie, but yeah, he played really well with the idea of like after like the gunshot stuff too, when she
I think
came in, the
Elijah
little
Wood
kid
is
came after her.
actually Elijah Wood does really well in horror,
Yeah,
and I don't know why.
especially because like children, so his eyes. He was never in any of the Children of the Corn movies. I think
No.
I almost
He
talked
was
out of my ass, but
he was in.
do me a
It's
favor.
not really a horror movie; it's more of an action movie. But he was in The Last Witch Hunter.
Oh, right, yeah. So he does really well with like the Catholic kind of themes. Do me a favor, look up the original Children of the Corn and look at, was it Jedediah? Is he like the main like bad kid? Look at his eyes. So his color eyes and like and everything, I believe, are very similar to Elijah Wood's eyes. Like how his eyes kind of like sparkle. I don't know how to say it. Right? There's like a twinkle.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and so it's just I could imagine him in a Children of the Corn movie 100%. Like he would fit so well with that kind of like odd, weird, youthful culty vibe, right? So anyways, my complaints about the canon, which is why I think that this was a job, this was made up after the success of the first movie, is so Le Dumas, right? They made their deal with Bale and they formed their game company. Thus, they had other
Well,
board
the
games,
game
things like
company was
that.
already a thing, but I think it was mainly. I think it was mainly.
It was failing.
It was failing, yeah. So that's why he
So,
made the deal.
and the idea is whenever someone marries into their family, they play a game. Now, the hide and seek apparently sounds like it's the only game where someone dies.
Yeah.
But then the way it kind of talks about though is everybody talks about it like, oh, when you played the game, and you as if like every game leads in death. And I don't think every game leads in death by
No.
obvious means, right?
Because
But then
clearly,
also,
some members, because like that guy goes,
because how do you grow your family, right?
that guy says, I got a game called Old Maid, and like he was like, what's Old Maid? So I think only hide and seek is the game that leads to the death.
Yeah, but then the issue is like, how did all these other families, like, why are they playing a game that definitely seems suited to the LaBelle style of doing things? Do the Danforths have a game?
No,
Does
because
the other?
I think it's because the only reason they had to play hide and seek was because
Is because it's Double or Nothing.
because it
Yeah,
was
but
the
then
game that was played when she survived
but
it.
but it's the game, right? Because there's clauses specifically for the game, as if they all have to play games too, which means it's no longer a special punishment slash thing
Like, yeah,
for
the
the
only
game
reason the
company family.
Damascus were the ones who, because they were the head family at the time.
But they weren't though, because Danforth still had the ring. Danforth was only in danger of losing the ring because Grace won the game. And so two houses are down because the coked up guy's house died. And Danforth was pissed. The reason why they're so pissed is because that specific loophole brought their ring up for contest.
So why were the Damascus the ones doing the game? Unless it was just their turn.
They're doing the game because she married into their family.
Oh, yeah.
But you see why that's confusing? That's why I don't like that, because then all these other families literally have nothing to do with board games or the games in general like that, right? You have Colombian arms dealers. I think they're Colombian, in all honesty.
Unless they have their own companies, unless they have their own version.
Well, Danforth seems like the full Illuminati style, right? Like he called the ceasefire on that war. The Colombians are arms dealers. The coked out guy, either drugs or I don't know, it's personality. The Middle Eastern brothers,
unless they all have
honestly,
their
they just gave
own-
me like oil. Unless they have their own style stuff, right?
Unless
But then it's
they
like
have their own thing, yeah.
But then it doesn't seem like they have their own thing because the games still seem like they're thinking of that's where it's messy because it seems like they were all kind of tacked on, the Illuminati
Unless
idea was
it's
tacked
like a
on,
thing
and
of, unless it's a thing of where the Damasas were the first family to make the deal.
but that doesn't
And
work either because the weapons, they mentioned that you are allowed to use weapons that were around when your ancestor made the deal, and the Danforths had an old school flintlock pistol and a
yeah.
mace, meaning
So
they
the
definitely
Danforth would
were around.
have to be the first family that did the deal.
Yeah, because then the Middle Eastern brothers, they had like a scimitar, however you pronounce that word. They had like that more curved sword, which should lead like definitely older stuff. So that's why I think this was absolutely its issue is it was written after the first movie was like, you know what I mean? It was added after the first movie was created and released, and they needed to just work. They just worked it in.
Yeah.
Because that part doesn't make sense. But then also, so the idea is, coked out dude, because once again, I'm terrible with names. He blew up because they had a game to play, and she's basically safe until the game, right? Um, that being said, I still am unclear about the events of the first movie. If the reason why they died is because she lived till dawn, and they tried to kill her then, or if they died because they failed to kill her. Because I feel like that is a zero-sum game in general. I really think that if they had not tried to kill her after dawn, they would have all lived, and she would have lived. The family would have been fine,
No, I think it is a thing of either way they have to kill her.
but then they only blew up though after the older lady tried to kill her when it was already dawn. Also, the whole sacrifice gimmick of that, if the idea is we catch and kill you, then it kind of always felt like the sacrifice was a bit too much. They did not need to do that because the whole game is the ode to ball, if you will, right? Like they're giving it to the joy to ball. So I think that over, obviously that's like a statement, right? But so that's the thing. It's always confusing because it doesn't make sense that they would just have to every now and then murk a family member and then continue on trying to marry again. So that kind of felt um because I guess
Don't know.
there's
It
just
is
bits of
confusing.
there's bits of writing that is messy, but it doesn't take away from how great of films both of them are, right? Because they're amazing. I love
Both
them
films are great. Yeah.
regardless. But my
Like,
brain hates the inconsistencies with LaBelle that Illuminati can be, and generally how that stuff functions.
yeah.
But great casting, great choices, great moments. I loved the pepper spray because that was the loaded gun dilemma, right? Like they revealed the pepper spray, so they had to use it, and that's how they used it. And they're just swinging at air.
Yeah. It was fucking. What would you rate the film?
I would rate it in a 7. I'd rate it a 7.
Yeah.
6.5. I'd rate Ready or Not, the first one, as like a 7.
I rate the first one as an 8.5 or something. I rate the second one as 7.5. I prefer the
Yeah, because
first
I
one
would
over the second one.
absolutely. And I will say, when it comes to these kind of dark comedies, Samara Weaving is amazing. And I will say, if I had to choose a dark comedy, I would actually choose Babysitter would be the one that I would actually pick. In terms of like, that's definitely like an 8.5. Like that's probably one of the best in my opinion of that kind of comedy where it's like you kind of got horror stuff and everything. But Rainart's great, absolutely fantastic. Well worth the watch. They may come out with the third one. In all honesty, this one went so well, I think, that I feel like they're gonna pull some out of their hat third one, and that's where I think the franchise will fail. I think if they make a third, it fails. The question is, are they still going to try?
We'll find out. But
Yeah.
second one, a third. I think keeping it as a 2 movie set is better. But We'll see.
Elijah Wood just had such a good presence, though.
Well, I've got nothing else to say.
Them eyes. That's all, John.
All right, your outro.
All right. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta move my thing around. There we go. So with that, we want to thank you for watching the Slashercast podcast. We talk horror and nothing but horror. Again, brought to you by the Slashercast Podcast Network and our YouTube channel, Slasher Media. I have been one of your hosts, Maury.
I've been your host, Slasher.
And thank you for watching. Remember to keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and we'll see you next time.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real. Hey, found him.
Don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos or create